Right, what is it? Episode, what number are we on? 16?
Yeah, 16.
Confirmation.
Yeah. But last time you said 15 is our number for 15, is it? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Welcome back anyway, Mogul Talks.
So we're 4 away from 2 decades, yeah?
Yeah, bro, 4 away from 2 decades.
2 decades,
Yeah, anyway.
20.
Yeah. So it's episode 16, Mogul Talks podcast. Yeah, what we're saying then, it's been a tough week. Second week into lockdown, innit? Yeah, hopefully ease it up, don't try to extend it, trying to get back in the gym and stuff. It's been pressure, man, like, just like not getting into normal routine and stuff like that. Just broke my routine and stuff like that.
Yeah, standard. Got to do them home workouts again, B.
I can't do them.
You've been getting them in?
Secretly, you know.
Yeah.
Secretly, it's not.
Yeah. So shout out to anyone in lockdown. I know. Shout out to anyone in lockdown. Shout out to anyone what's had to go to work or anything like that in lockdown. Shout out to anyone.
Might as well shave a shout outs to the end, isn't it?
Shout out, isn't it? Shout out to the what's it called? The essential workers keeping the city running. Shout out to thing, innit? Biden.
Boom, Biden.
Shout out to Biden.
You know what them politicians
And a shout out to Biden, yeah?
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, I'm not really on a politics thing still.
Yeah, don't know, boom, Biden.
Yeah, shout out to him anyway. He's got my man out of the office. I find him funny, but
I find Trump funny.
yeah, he's very funny, but at least he's out of thing. It's Boris next. Get that idiot out as well. Yeah, he's an idiot. And then yeah, that's it really for shout-outs until later into the episode. And yeah, so I seen a tweet on Twitter about maturing becoming with pain, or maturity becoming with age. What do you think about that?
Maturity of pain. I think it's a mix of both still. I think certain situations, like putting yourself into like people who've gone through like trauma or serious situations are like forced to mature, you get me? Like if someone's kicked out of the house at an early age, or if they lose a parent or something like that, they can put them in a situation to where they're kind of forced to mature quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas on like the other end, somebody who's lived like a pretty privileged life, not necessarily saying that they won't mature, but they've got a bit more leeway in that sense. Like they can afford to mess about and not really think of consequences to actions and them things there. Whereas when you're in a serious situation to where, you know, look, I've got to look after myself, I'm like looking after myself from like a younger age, it can kind of just force you to mature, you know what I mean? So pain, yeah, in that sense, pain and any sort of like I said, turmoil that you've been through, I think that can cause that to happen, definitely cause you to mature quickly.
I agree with what you're saying still, but I reckon like there's maturity in different areas, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I think that's what's key, because like, yeah, that's how I look at it anyway, because a lot of people probably still go through like them things, but in certain areas of their life they're still probably very immature, but in some areas of life, like I don't know, like surviving or whatever, they might be mature in that area, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in other areas they might be very immature. So in that respect, I think it will force you to mature in the area that's needed, that you're exposed to, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think with pain, yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know, like losing someone from young kind of forces you to see life at a different perspective, opposed to somebody who's first lost someone when they're like an adult.
Yeah, like sheltered and them.
Yeah.
From like certain things.
Yeah, because obviously it's a new experience, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you say you've kind of grew up in that kind of environment, by the time you're like man's age, not saying you know how to deal with it better, but you're already exposed to it, so then your mindset's completely different because you've seen something, had to accept it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're right.
What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I agree as well, because pain, I think from like a personal perspective, obviously pains helps you mature in the ways like emotionally you need to, so it's a good one to emotionally mature yourself. What else? And then age, I'm not sure, it's definitely different from men and women, but I think age with men, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see it. So you see some older man moving.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
I mean.
idiots, bro.
But then
so
it's
I
the same
don't
with
think
women,
age.
Yeah. No, you're right.
obviously,
Still,
yeah.
you're right. Still, yeah, it's not a gender thing.
I mean, percentage-wise, though, I think more.
You never know.
More women.
No way to prove. My man have been down and like seen how certain older men act. You get me? Like I'd like a certain age.
I wouldn't say that's immature. I'd just say they're just having fun on the night or something like that.
But then you could class some of the behaviours as immature.
No, men are idiots. Like
So
if you think
fam.
about like, it's a lot of different on thingy like
How?
because like let's say our group chats and that like we'll mess around for time and time.
Yeah.
But women won't do that sort of thing.
How do you know?
But
Yo,
but
fam.
they're
how do you know that,
They're
fam?
bitchy, but nah,
Fam,
I don't.
You don't know what women talking about in the group chat, bro.
Yeah, I think they're
You don't know what women talking about in the group
like,
chat. Like, you get me? Like, man don't know them things.
Yeah, come on, you can't
Yeah,
go on like, you can't assume, you can't go on like someone.
Or like based it off one specific group chat that you may have stumbled
yeah,
across.
yeah,
You get me?
Yeah.
No. But I just think women
I don't think
mature
age.
better.
Earlier, maybe yeah, like in school and that they're a bit more mature than man. But then after that, when the real world kicks in, then I
Yeah.
think it's an even playing field. It's on like a case by case scenario, fam.
Like, are they more mature anyway?
No,
Really?
listen.
Like, technically, are they really mature or just that mature, like around man? Because they still end up making the same stupid mistakes that we make.
Yeah,
No,
so
you're
when
right.
you're
It's
like,
still,
true,
like I said, in areas
You get me?
they
Like,
want to go on like say they're more mature than man.
yeah, but
Well, then
are they really though when you
do
get down to the
some
bare
petty
bones
ass
of it?
things like.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, like I said, like I think it just comes down to your own experiences, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think
Like,
age
but-
at all.
But I think a lot of women, and this is where the point is as well. A lot of women will, like men, will like run away from responsibility, and women
No.
think a lot of women won't.
No,
Bro, you're
fam.
violating a man
No,
right
No,
now.
yeah, you are,
you are,
fam.
I'm not,
Bro,
because
I ain't
obviously
running from
there's
no
a
responsibility.
lot of more single mums than men in it. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, but
obviously
that's just
they-
that's
and
that's
what
one
would
aspect.
you
That's
say?
a one aspect.
Forcing into situations, and to take care of a child, you have to be quite mature in most aspects. Innit? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think-
But that's
So
one
that's
area.
But then
that's the
another
point
view
of
on that is-
forcing with age, innit?
But then another view on
There's a
that
lot of-
is back to what Ty said. If you're exposed to something, then you're gonna have to adapt to the situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let's
saying.
say,
Force. So
like-
by
No,
by,
go on.
by force, that's just the percentage, innit? Because a lot of single mums, even at young age, like 16.
But
a
does
mum
that
will be
mean
like,
they're
yo,
mature,
I didn't
though?
really want that.
they might be mature in raising a child, kind of thing. Because most
I
you don't.
hear you.
They're
But
not
to take
always
that
in the.
figure-
You
but
get
not
me,
all
fam.
of them.
Listen.
Yeah,
Listen,
but I
go
hear
on.
your point. With
You get
you.
me, fam.
I
Some
know where you
girl
go
got
with it.
youths and not on the gram, but they're going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And like,
I've seen it, but like they're like on the gram and like
Like they ain't got you. At home,
yeah.
fam.
It's like
You know what I'm saying, fam?
and like that might have just been their plan because it's like, yo, I can like get like girls to do. I can like get a you. I can get like the benefits paid for. I can get this, that, and the other. They can fall into that.
You know what I'm saying? I
Like,
wouldn't call that
necessarily-
necessarily maturity.
Yeah, like,
fam.
that's
what
not a
you
mature way
saying
of
this
looking at life.
this generation or is it just thingy?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because like obviously the Instagram and stuff like.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if like the older generation would have been like that sort of thing. Like,
Bro, I don't think there's been much change. Like I think like
yeah, you've always said this.
yeah, like I just think things are more notable.
Exposed.
Yeah, like, I think
Noticeable.
things are more exposed because of things like Instagram.
Yeah.
And the things like this where like people are talking about their experience and all that. But back in the day, if you talk to your mum when you aren't there,
Nah.
she could give you some mad stories about some mad woman
some
back in the day or some mad
jankros.
man back in the day. You get
Yeah,
me?
my nana told some jankros.
Yeah, you get me.
Yeah,
So
man. Or Legabees.
yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like it don't really like the era.
Doesn't necessarily change it, innit?
Yeah, like things are probably more accepted now because I think people are probably more open minded to certain things.
And it's
There's some of them
more
type of
accepted, innit? In the like, there's more of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, alright, cool. I'm not on my own.
No.
in this.
Like I don't think there's more of it. I just think the people who would have tried to be like that back in the day would have got shut down. Easier.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you. But now they're like,
nah, they get a lot of blights with a lot of the behaviours.
no, you're right.
You know
Still,
what I'm trying to say.
no, you're right. Still, because like even thinking about like how my mum was with my sister and that, like my mum was clamping down, bro, like early. You know what I'm saying? Like even as adult, like
Yeah,
even as adult, like from what I've experienced when I was a younger brother, like even my older brother and my sister, like. But now it's like, bro, like the morals and everything, it's all kerfuffled still. Like it's skewed heavily. Because even when we was in school, it weren't even that wild, really. It was all like, it weren't that wild, fam. Compared to now, fam.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
Yeah.
No, it weren't. It weren't.
No,
it weren't.
It's still...
Fam, it was all playful, fam. Literally. Ty, stop lying. Fam.
No,
Man, it's
no,
school, innit?
No.
I don't know. I know what you're getting at still.
Our school,
'Cause-
maybe not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about my experience.
Yeah, but then man
Our
did hear about
experience.
madness at other schools.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our experience at school.
Okay, cool. But
What age though?
Fam, all through school, everything was playful.
Okay.
Was it not?
I'm not saying okay.
Like,
I'm not saying nothing. Thank you. I'm not saying nothing, bro.
at a certain age, alright, put it this way, I think things got a bit more
I'm not setting
serious
myself up.
earlier in this generation.
yeah,
I
of
think things got a
course.
bit more serious
Because
earlier.
like you said as well, like, in our school, even though mum brought their phones in, it weren't, you couldn't have your phone on playground and that,
Yeah,
blatantly. So, you were still, like, in that school environment, do you know what I mean? And everything was in the school environment. So, the only time, like, so everything was just there and then, whereas, like, people in school now, probably on FaceTime to the brethren in the next school,
Yeah,
like,
of
that
course.
wasn't heard of,
Yeah,
like,
of course,
stuff like that, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
why.
The only time you're speaking to your brethren in the next school is when you get home,
You
you
get
go on
home,
MSN, fam.
I'm on
Do you know
MSN,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And when you're at school, you're back into that environment, you know what I mean? And obviously, what did man have then? MySpace Pixel.
Yeah.
Wasn't wild, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you had the little like pictures and them things there, but it weren't like now.
Yeah, it weren't.
The
No,
pictures
you're right.
and that now are also like,
Very seductive still.
fam, it's way
From a
more.
young
That's what I'm
age.
saying to you,
From a
fam.
young
It's
age.
changed, fam. Like,
Young
that's what
age.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
like it has changed, fam. Like, everyone, like Instagram now, everyone's half naked, bro. Like, MySpace and Pixel, it weren't that
It weren't
wild,
it weren't that
fam.
back in the day.
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
Instagram is wild. still.
MySpace and Pixel
From a young
weren't
age,
really.
it is a bit much. Still.
Yeah, fam. So that's what I'm saying
Yeah,
to you. Like, everything in school and that man was flirting with girls and all them things there, it was all playful. But now, girls in school, like the 15, 16 and that, you go on the Instagram, 5, 7, 6,000 followers, they already
That's
think that they're someone
That's nuts.
because of a little social profile. Whereas MySpace and Pixel was kind of light-hearted back then.
Like, it was,
Do you know what I'm saying? It was like, it's a light-hearted
yeah,
thing.
like, the man have more than like 100 people on the.
Oh, fam, like,
No,
and it was,
like
and it
thing,
was all the people you knew in real life.
Like, man didn't know that, and if you didn't know me, like, who is this? Like, I don't want you
Yeah.
on my thing, kind of thing. Like, unless it's probably like a pretty girl or whatever.
No,
But,
but you
but
wouldn't
if
really
it's,
have much people other
Yeah,
than
man.
you know.
you know,
Because then you have your little best friend section,
top 8 in it.
yeah, your top 8, and then that
exactly.
was it really. Like, man didn't even really communicate through there. Yeah, MSN.
He didn't get MSN for that.
You know what I'm saying? And really with MSN as well, it's more or less people who you know. Nah, Instagram's like the whole world, bro. Like, these lot, like,
still.
you know what I mean? It's wild, fam. So, back to the point anyway, I'm saying age don't affect it. Because you know, I know some old people that are idiots, so...
Yeah,
Facts.
definitely.
100%.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
Man, I'm
age ain't gonna change that. You know what I
100%.
mean?
But then, and like I said, going through like,
experience.
yeah.
No, some people have
experience.
gone through things and still idiots.
And it's like, don't learn,
You
innit?
know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
I hear it.
it's just mindset, fam.
I hear it.
It's mindset, innit? But then I don't agree with you saying that. What did
Meh.
you say? Yeah, I don't agree with that. Still,
I think percentage thing. Yeah.
I can't
I
agree.
don't know,
with it.
fam.
Like going
I
through
don't know.
school, man can say yeah, girls are probably a bit more mature than guys, you know, in school. But after that, when the real world kicked in, like man kind of evened out a bit.
And like, what would your classes be mature though, innit? Like, that's what you got to
Yeah.
look at as
No,
well.
that's a good question.
Like,
Yeah, I hear that. That's a good question.
yeah, like,
what is mature?
Yeah,
Is
like-
having a good job mature?
I wouldn't say that. I think that's
No, I know it
more-
isn't, but I'm just
Oh,
saying, like, example wise, like, what are you classing as mature, innit?
that's what I'm saying.
situations in it, how you adapt.
But then that's your view.
No, well, that's what I thought. That's what you asked
No,
me.
but I'm saying, like, what do you think defines the
Yeah,
maturity?
that's
then?
what I'm saying. So like how you act in situations.
But then that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
How you might say, oh, she's mature for acting like that, but the next person might be like, oh, that's just normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So everything's all like,
yeah.
do you know what I'm
So-
saying?
And
It's
man don't
so-
like you shouldn't really put common sense and maturity together.
This is what
Man
I'm
should just have common
saying.
sense.
Anyway,
Yeah, and then maturity will be handling it, going it like above and beyond
yeah, fam.
Yeah.
what the common sense would say to do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah. So
Checking.
in certain
Oh.
situations, yeah, someone might handle it a certain type of way,
Mm.
but is that just the way that they were supposed to handle it? Like, you shouldn't really get a cookie for handling something how you're meant to do it, or
Yeah.
acting in a way that you're supposed
Supposed
to
to
act.
act.
Like doing things that
Yeah.
you're supposed to do. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
hear
like,
you.
like for instance, you said a single mum.
Mm.
A man looking after his youth doesn't mean he's mature. That's just what he's meant to do. Fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your
Well,
job.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Some
Yeah.
people lack that. That's what I'm saying. So I was about to say the next thing is like taking care of your responsibilities. So obviously, if you do,
I hear
do
what you
some-
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
that
no,
makes sense.
I think I think there's probably like 6
correlates a bit.
Yeah, I think there's like 6, 7 points what you have to go to. I don't think one word or 1 point or one view defines it. So something like responsibilities. So if you do have a kid, take care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's mature, innit? You might think, oh, I'm not in this situation, but find a way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I hear that.
put yourself in that situation, just like you were saying. It's not. I don't think it's thingy. If you think you're having sex, like either use one or don't.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. You know the
That's
consequence
mature.
if you don't. No, I hear that still. I've always said that still.
Yeah, that's a very mature way of looking at it. I'd say that's mature from you.
Can't be surprised if a girl. That was my view. That's my view. No, that's my view.
It makes 100% sense.
This is my view. Like, man, I had this conversation with multiple people. Like, my view is like, if you're having sex unprotected, a girl falls pregnant. Obviously, you can be surprised to a degree. But you can't be that surprised or flipping offended because like,
you pay back to
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wear a condom, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I hear it.
you know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want to wear a condom because it don't feel as nice. Cool. Be prepared for the consequences, isn't it? Like, don't be acting all like, yo, I can't believe it. It's like, fam, in the moment,
You
weren't saying that.
You're thinking of any
You
of
weren't
that.
saying
You're
that.
thinking of any of
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Or you're thinking about it and didn't care at the time. Fam.
So you have to be a man with what you've done, innit? You get me? So I know what you're saying there. So
because man run down girls, innit? Like in certain situations with that anyway. I'm not saying nothing.
What?
What do you mean?
Like when they've like something like mishappened, innit?
Yeah, come on, no wounded, because obviously
Oh,
that's like
yeah.
the proof that you've beaten, and like a lot of the time,
Man don't want to be doing that.
yeah, like it
That's
ain't
what I
the
mean.
paying thing that you thought that you're getting. It's like a, you get me from, so now you've got a dead female, and it's like,
Well, that's what I mean. So that's kind of immature, innit? You know what I mean?
Right.
I know.
but it's a lot of the time though, like, it's a lot of the time, like, man, I'm wounded, and they're like, oh, you get me?
Well, yeah. So yeah, and then where else is it? Like responsibility. So, not like say, you have a situation and you're like, let's say you can put someone on, then the mature thing is to do it instead of like trying to not put someone on, if you know what I mean. Like,
I won't call that maturity. I'd call
That's
that a bit of bad mind, or you might have your personal reasons as to why you're not doing it. I won't call that maturity because that might not be
that's
that
what I mean
person's
with-
prerogative.
but with bad mind, it's immature, innit? Like technically, like grow up.
Immature, the
I
spiteful.
would say.
Yeah, I won't call it
But that's-
immature.
That's a boyish trait, innit? Like, grow up.
No.
I do hear your point still, but
It's where the wires get crossed, isn't it?
yeah, because
I won't call that immature.
people can just be like,
I know what you're saying though.
like, if you're petty, is that immature? I guess that is immature.
Yeah, petty.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
petty, innit? Because obviously, like,
Why wouldn't you do it? But
Yeah.
that might not be
Well,
like their
at this-
personality.
so let's say
Do you get
if
me?
there's nothing really, no reason why you shouldn't then for both of you. If there was like two parties, there's no reason why you shouldn't. I think then technically
You've got to ask the reason, because there must be a reason why you've not done it. So,
true.
You
even
know
from
what
the
I mean?
outside, you're saying there's no reason.
That's your view.
Yeah.
You
like,
get
like
me
that.
from-
Like, there's a reason why I'm not doing this.
I hear what you're saying because I agree with you, but like a next man might say, "Oh, well, why should I?"
And like, it might be something about the other person's history, about their personality, about how they've dealt with certain things. That's why I'm not going to bring you in. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm immature.
Sure,
It just
yeah.
means like I don't really want to deal with you in that aspect
For a reason.
for my own reason.
Yeah,
I
could
don't-
be a bad reason.
Yeah, I
could be
don't
a good
necessarily owe
reason.
you a reason
Yeah,
for that.
true.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's just
Do you mind think
What
that?
about-
No, go on.
Go on. What about like so like lending your stuff out and stuff like that? Like, do you
What do you mean?
why did you get
like,
it?
What do you mean like that?
Well, he obviously knows what I'm on about or something. Because you get your teeth
oh
rapid.
my god.
But yeah, like lending your stuff out and stuff, and like giving someone, like how kind of the borrowing thing was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Like giving people time and stuff. Do you think that's with maturity, or like
Fam.
some people are like
Listen, that's immaturity, fam. Yeah.
What though? Wait then.
No,
I didn't get to
fam.
the bottom point. What's your question?
No, when I'm saying if I borrow you something,
Like a P4 game.
no, like P4 game or
Anything,
like
yeah.
or like P's or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You get me? And you,
Don't give it back.
yeah.
That's just an idiot thing. That's not immature.
That's immature,
That's
fam.
immature,
That's
fam.
immature.
It
fam.
was immature.
Alright,
That's an idiot thing.
It is, but
That's stupid.
it is, but it's immature as well.
Yeah, because
You
a
get
man
me?
would
like
probably
What if I
give you
wanted to
back.
teeth you though? I could just be a thief.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Could be a thief.
True. Yeah, I hear that still.
I could be very mature and saying, yo, I'm gonna tell him I lost it, but I've got it, innit?
Yeah, it's done.
It doesn't mean I'm immature, I'm just being a thief.
Yeah. I'd still say that's boyish.
Yeah, it's boyish. No, but there's adult thieves.
Yeah,
man.
Lifelong thieves, bro.
So do you man think that over time someone could decrease in maturity? Like, have you like a scenario, like say have you knew someone like, I don't know, when you were like 18 or whatever, like
That's
that?
a good question.
When you were like 18 or whatever, spoke
Yeah.
to them, you're like, yeah, my relationship was blessed, good friendship, whatever your interaction was, like, yeah, always good. And you speak to them now, and you're like, you're an idiot, like, you've changed, like, it's like you've gone backwards in that maturity.
Yeah. I don't think, I see where you're coming from. I think that's more you. So I think
you might have leveled up,
or
in like mindset wise.
Yeah. So when you remember them last, you thought, oh yeah, there was the same like sort of maturity, like
because we was young a bit.
Yeah, like same level, not even like a level thing, because that sounds like better than
condescending.
someone, yeah. But you was like this and I was like this, but nah, I'm here, but it still feels like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're still like not.
You're still back
Yeah, I know what you're saying still.
Yeah, so it might just be you. It might not. They've not even decreased.
Yeah, man might have just...
Because I don't think you can ever go back. Once you think.
Experiences can make people go back though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some people can be
Put the walls
broken.
up.
Yeah,
And then that's it.
broken, and then yeah, they're just like, they don't even care about life.
Yeah.
They don't care about how to treat people, how to
Yeah.
perceive by people, how... You get me?
Yeah.
And that can come across as being, they're just immature. Cause
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So, but it might have been a bad
Yeah,
experience.
but they might have just been, they might have just gone through like a heartbreak.
Because that
Or something like that.
leads on to that other post that you've seen saying, like when you're seeing someone and then like you break up and like they've gone from calling you like a nickname to, what was it, can I help you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of leads on, innit?
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, I knew you was that, but now I'm talking to you now, and it's like, it's that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
It's
saying?
completely different.
So it kind of leads on, you get me? So you wouldn't call that immature, would you?
No, it
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't. It just
It's
a change of
situation,
relationship.
experience,
Yeah.
innit?
Change
Like,
of
do
relationship,
you know what I
change of
mean?
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, change of relationship. That's what that is.
I don't think men are like that though. They won't really be bothered in this.
You don't know, fam.
I can only talk for myself. You get me?
Yeah.
I can talk for myself.
I'm
Would
just
you
speaking
hit
in
that?
general.
Would you hit? I'm just asking the question. It doesn't matter. Does it really? Would you hit that question? Like, can I help you? Someone like thingy.
What if
Someone that you fell out with in the past?
Yeah.
I won't like word it like that.
Yeah.
But I'll be like,
You might be a bit off, like.
Would
what
you
do
be
want?
cold?
Yeah,
You never
like-
know, innit? Yeah.
and it depends on what that interaction was.
Yeah, of course it
And,
does.
and if you owe me an apology, if you
Yeah.
ended on good terms,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you get me.
No, I hear you.
Like,
So a female.
Yeah, but
Whole
what's the situation?
yeah,
Hypothetical.
hypothetical. But what happened on the last?
Yeah.
It was good.
Were we previously together? Were we previously friends?
Are you
Seeing
basically
each other.
like an ex-girlfriend, basically?
We'll go to that scenario.
Okay.
We'll go through couple.
Yeah. If I'm in a relationship and she was to shout me, it's like,
What do you want?
what do you want, kind of thing. 'Cause you know, like, you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. You know,
If
it's not
I'm-
that
yeah.
kind of thing. I'm not virgin.
And then either way, if I'm single and I've got no harbouring feelings, I'm still probably gonna be like, yo.
Yeah, no, just say
Yeah, like,
because you're
I know what
confused,
you want,
innit?
kind of
Like,
thing.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then I'll wait for a response and then obviously take it from there. But yeah, like I don't see the point of like harbouring negative, negative
I'm with you on that
feelings
one
or negative
still.
whatever. Like if you want to speak to me, then
How?
like, cool.
What's your view on that?
I'll see what it is first. And
Yeah,
then
I'm the
thing,
I'm tired on that one, like
I
harbouring
wouldn't
negative
really-
feelings.
I
Still, like.
wouldn't really hit them with like, can I help you? I think that's kind of rude. Like,
Yeah, I know what you're
I've known you
saying.
for this long,
Yeah,
no,
no,
nah.
But
I'm in
I'd
the
say
mix of it.
Depends.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, though, I'm with Shez in regards to like, if like say you fell out, it's like say I fell out with a brethren, whether it be a girl or boy, whatever, and then they pop up to my like 3 years, like what you saying. Straight away, I'm not gonna be like, can I help you?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can get a gist of the conversation by like in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're right. Then you kind of know where it's going, and you kind of get the gist of what they want out of popping up to you anyway. And maturity says like, yeah, we fell out years ago anyway. I don't really chat to you like that anyway. So I know after this conversation, we're not gonna talk again. But you've followed me. It's like, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. And then if you're not going nowhere with it, then it's just like, cool, stay there because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not going to hit it straight away
Sure,
like,
yeah.
what do you want? kind of thing. Because it's like, that kind of still suggests semi-pissed off at you still.
But then again, it depends on the situation.
It does depend on the situation.
Because like, if it's like, I've had an issue with one of my supposed friends, and my man snaked me out for like,
I know, whatever,
peas or whatever, or like, or done something.
Morals.
If he's like if he's randomly come to me and trying to talk to me and say nothing's happened, it's like, yo, fam, don't think I forgot what happened, you know, like what, yeah, man.
No, but you can get to that kind of thing though, because you're like, you're cool, like, yeah, you, and then like, you can suss it out, innit?
Yeah, but you know that this is not disappeared.
Yeah.
So don't try, do you know the situation and act like, say, I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah,
cool.
facts.
That's like when like you used to borrow someone money and then you just don't ask for it, so just don't give it you.
Yeah,
and then like you just keep going, and then they'll talk to you like it's like normal. It's like, yo, you still owe me.
Or they forget that you know something's there, like
like
you know we've got something else to talk about.
Like, yo, like this ain't no conversation.
Yeah, like when we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
When we're gonna get to the important part.
Yeah,
like, I'm cool, you cool, but yeah, where's my fee?
Yeah. So like I don't see that as immature. I just see that as, let's not beat around the bush here, innit?
Situation.
Yeah,
a bit more confrontational.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. Like, I know there's an outlying issue.
Yeah.
Let's just get that out of the way first.
And then yeah.
Yeah,
because if we can't get that out of the line, there's no conversation.
There's no moving, bro. Because this is still here. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so like, I don't think that's immature.
I think you say it's still.
Yeah, it's not immature still. So what about family then? If someone thinking.
What?
Would it be the same with family, women, and friends?
What do you mean?
So
if you fell out with a family member,
and then they came back.
Same thing applies.
Immediate family.
Oh, immediate family. No. That's the family. That's immediate.
I fell out with my sister bare times.
Yeah,
and it's like that same situation that I've just said.
Yeah,
where like we'll just like air it.
Yeah,
and then we'll just keep it moving.
Yeah,
and then like later on we might talk about it later.
Yeah,
but when it's like your sister or like your brother or your mum or something.
Yeah,
like same
it blends in.
With my parents, you just like keep it moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it's outside the
some people fall out with the family.
No, they do, man. No, they do.
See them again.
Everyone's different, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
You get me, fam?
Would you say that's immature? Like, just
no.
You know what it is? Each their own, innit? In that respect, that's what I'd say. Like, I'm not gonna say someone's immature because they fell out with like a sister and brother. Like, obviously, it's situational, innit? You don't know why. So that's that. I reckon that's their business. But
I'll check the definition. So the first definition is of maturity is fully developed, physically full grown, and then the second one is having reached the most advanced stage in a process.
That's where it gets deep. Like, what's the process? Like, what's
life?
Yeah, man. And who's to say? Like, what's an advanced process of life? Like,
Money?
No,
that's what I'm getting to. Innit?
Like, to me, no way.
Age?
Again, no way. I don't think. Like, unless you're like age old, like 67, 80, yeah, and then you look back on life, you would expect them to have wisdom and maturity. You get me? But
are we live? Yeah.
But, like it's just an understanding of life, innit? And I feel like when someone has that understanding of life, you start to see it within their actions. You get me?
Yeah, I agree with that still.
Yeah, because I would say that I've matured from the age of 16, but I wouldn't say that I am fully matured.
Yeah, because there's still loads of areas that you're exposed to.
And I know there's certain things I'm still very petty with. There's certain things that I'm still, you get me? Like, that's just, I'm aware of that. Hopefully in 10 years' time, I can look back and say, like, I've matured a lot since then. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's a yearly process or?
I think it's on every day.
Every day,
yeah. Situation could show you a different part of your personality, innit?
Literally, fam. Literally every day. Every day's a journey.
Majority of things good ones still.
Yeah, it is. So what would you say is, to that definition, that textbook definition, what would you say is part of the process then? Like, let's bring some
life experiences.
Things in.
Being able to forgive.
Okay.
Being able to forgive is
that's a good one still.
Good sign of maturity.
One.
It's a very good sign of maturity.
Yeah, because being
worse than that. Okay, go on, anyway, go.
No. Yeah, like I think that shows a lot about where somebody is in life. You get me, where they're in harbor certain situations, or they're able to be able to move on from a situation. You get me? And that's obviously something that a lot of us will say that we struggle with. You get me?
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Just just thinking, no, I agree with you still. Yeah, I say life experience has been able to forgive. Look at situations from different aspects, I'd say. Do you know what I mean? I think that's an important one.
When you're young,
in someone else's shoes.
I think that's mad important still.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that's a strong one because like situations can happen, and obviously, like let's say you've viewed the short straw, so you're the victim in this scenario, so to speak, and then you're just like cool, Shez has done me wrong. I'm like, no, bun Shez. But then he might come to me like, yo, Seb, you know what, I was wrong, but this is why I did that. Yeah. Like, can you understand? Because I had this going on and I had that going on. So if you kind of put yourself in my shoes, can you kind of understand why I wasn't really moving too proper? Then it's kind of maturity for me to say, you know what, you was wrong. You've apologized. Cool. So then I put myself in your shoes. Cool. I understand where you're coming from. I still don't agree with what you've done.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, I can still understand. And disagree with you.
Yeah, I still don't agree with what you've done. Like, I'm not saying that that's justifying it. I don't understand what you've done. However, I understand where your head was at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's a maturity thing still. That's a big one.
That's
do you know what I mean?
Life at different aspects.
Because a lot of people adults, are still in their feelings just because they can't put themselves in another person's shoes. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Facts. No, facts.
And I think that's important still.
100%.
What about anything you've attained?
What about you? What do you think?
I'm just I'll go into it next. Just want to read the room in it. What about assets and stuff? You can return the send still.
Yeah, what about assets and stuff?
Yeah, so like anything you've owned, like, because obviously it's saying fully grown, like physically. So do you think physically is one?
No, man. Like, man knows some big youths and like that 16 years old.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, no, not physically. But
yeah, like, and then even with like what you own.
Textbooks, isn't it?
Yeah, like even with what you own, like.
Yeah, because someone could grow up rich.
Yeah, or just like be a footballer and like 18. Like, like.
So I don't think it's what you own.
Mario Balotelli when he was at City, like 19 on like 110 bags a week. It's like, yo, I'm not mature enough to deal with this money. But he probably owns houses and Rolexes.
So it's not what's on you, it's what's in you, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's just like movie stars, isn't it? They start to go mad and stuff like
Yeah,
no, I agree. I agree with your point strongly. Like, put yourself in other people's shoes. Because
us man have had them disagreements between each other.
Where
we've had like disagreements, and then the only time we've kind of been able to overcome them, man say, you know, I kind of understand where you're coming from. Yeah. But even though man is still wrong, you have to kind of understand. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you smacking?
I think obviously when you like can talk or get something out of someone when they can't express it themselves, innit? I think that's maturity. Like seeing things like people around you as well, like being able to help each other in it. Like I think that's quite mature.
The ability to communicate and not just say, I can get mad and just like while out. Like the ability to communicate.
I think with everything, innit?
I love
with everything. Still not just
Kai is recording. Here we go again.
Oh
no.
Yeah, fam. No, I can't. Yo. No, listen. I'm not gonna lie, fam.
But like, I know it.
That's what I with like everyone though. You get me? Like if I've got an issue, I'm not on this back and forth thing. I'd rather just say, yo, what am I on about? You get me? And then we can take it from there. Like
you're quite you're expressive sometimes when you.
But it's straight to the point though. Like
it's expressive.
I love it though. It gives me joy. I've started a couple of them. They make me laugh, and I'm feeling down. I just listen to them.
But I can't get me mad, fam. It's like, yo, like things can be sorted very quickly if man are just honest and just say what the issue is. That seems to be a lot of things in relationships as well. There's like a lot of games played in relationships where it's like, oh, like I ain't gonna say this, but like you should know, or I ain't gonna say this, but you should know.
Communication's a break.
I'm not a mind reader.
Yeah, get me? Like just like be able to communicate.
Just tell me.
You get me? And things would be so much smoother. You get me? One thing that people that obviously me myself is probably the way that I deliver how I'm speaking, but it's still essential to actually try and communicate. You know what I'm trying to say?
Even though it can be barking, it's still right.
Well, obviously, and then like at work and stuff, like being on time and stuff, I think that comes from maturity and stuff. Like when you're young, you used to just like take piss and
facts.
Like
Facts.
can be hours late and not be bothered like what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, some
like,
people just turn up and like, I'm here, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Like
that's not
be
good.
me. I was like,
Oh,
is the same.
No, you see him for a shade, fam.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Fam, listen.
That shot was.
Fam,
was a shot
dangerous
still.
shot.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, have all been late, innit? So.
But yeah, when you're younger, you would just be like, I think that's another thing. You like, when you're young, you sort of shrug stuff off like, yeah, so what, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Understanding
But
things, innit?
now, yeah, I think that's.
Having more respect for people, though, innit?
Yeah, no, like,
Just even like things like when you see people be rude to waiters in restaurants.
I am still.
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
no, lie that
No,
fam.
sometimes.
That's not proper. Why?
No, I mean like when they're arguing with you and you're like,
Oh yeah, that's
thing,
different.
what
I'm
I
on
mean.
about this in general, like.
What, like,
oh, like, yo,
do
where's my
this.
water?
Oh no, that's very rude.
Like,
No,
like,
people
I
are like that.
waiters,
man.
innit? Because I've been in hospitality before.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
So I know like
Like,
what it can be like what, like, do you know when you go up and get your drink and someone will be like, oh, sorry for the thing, I'll be like, no, it's blessed, like, you know what I mean? Take your time, man.
Bless, yeah. I think when people are rude to our waiters, and that's just you know what I mean. I've seen that in different ages. And sometimes you think, so why, innit? Like, they're just working.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But just because you're buying food, you feel like you're flipping the royal family or something. Like, just relax,
People
innit?
look down on like people.
You know what I
like
mean?
that, so.
They're just doing a job. I think that's immaturity as well. How you treat others, innit? I think
Yeah.
that kind of spreads out to like how you treat others.
But people are
Because
just dicks, like, you know what I mean? Like some people would
No,
like,
man are rude. Like, people are rude still.
like,
man are petty and childish.
Yeah,
Innit?
like people are rude still.
because obviously when I was at uni, I was working at a bar, innit? And like, I just remember one guy he was in the queue for like 10 minutes and he was just shouting at the girl, like, you need to hurry up, like, you just like, chill out, bro. Like, that's what I said, you need to chill out or you're not getting served, like, that's it. But obviously she's panicking, she's new, you know what I mean? She don't want to start being rude and stuff like that, but you know what I mean? It's just, I don't think it's mature because he was a big man, like, just an idiot, like, prick.
No, some people are like that.
They are.
Like, it makes no sense. Like, you're gonna get served. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't like that stuff. I think it's rude.
No, it is rude. It is rude. Going off from the other topic that you brought in.
Oh, I was gonna say one more thing.
Yeah. Oh, go on then.
Do you know when we was in America, innit? When we went to the MGM
Yeah.
hotel, and my mum was waiting outside for the tip. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah.
That
was awkward. That was awkward. No,
That's kind of rude.
that wasn't
at the
MGM.
same-
That was Caesar's Palace.
No, it was thingy.
No, it was
took the
that was-
bags off.
Yeah, it was Caesar's.
No, it wouldn't.
I can't remember.
Because it was when we
Was it
thingy.
MGM?
Yeah, it was Big Man too.
Oh, do you remember then? So obviously
I
we
think
pulled up
that
now. Obviously we get our suitcases and they pull it on that trolley thing. They're like, oh, we'll meet you at the room. So we're checking in. And he's
We're waiting for the thing.
and he's just stood, obviously he's brought it in our room. Man is stood like, yeah, thanks, and he's just waiting. I was like, what you want?
Yeah,
he's like,
Oh,
oh, like,
that's in translation. Or...
and yeah, because that's the culture out
that's
there,
the culture
innit?
in America.
So that might be a bit ignorance from us
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we probably should have learnt
Yeah.
like. So obviously,
No,
man
he was
tipped him
not
though.
moving,
He
yeah,
weren't
he wasn't
moving.
moving from the
Moving,
door, I
fam.
can remember that.
You won't go to no next job, fam.
Yeah, he's just stood, but man gave him $5 each.
Yeah, we did nice and more.
Nice
But it was
more.
like, you know, it was like,
Yeah,
you know what I
like,
mean?
yeah.
On tips, yeah. I was like, okay.
No.
But it was like, I thought like, you know what I mean? So
We should have
that's-
got. We
But
should
then
have.
that's perfect. Like,
This is a
obviously,
good
Uz is rude.
Yeah,
That's
of
what
course
I'm
he
saying.
was.
Obviously, Uz is rude. You get me?
Like I've just done this for
Respect
you.
Yeah. But then in England we have that. Like, that's man's job, man. Like, man's getting paid
Yeah.
£10 an hour for that.
But America's like that though. They tip a lot, innit?
Yeah,
They
no,
tip
it-
heavy in America.
because they get like $3 an hour or something like that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
see.
So that's how they make the money on tips.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Because I was just thinking, why is it? I was going to say, you're right.
Yeah, because you stood in man's
You're
room.
blessed, like, you know what I mean? I want to say that to him, and I was thinking, what? Like, why are you still there?
Yeah.
But then obviously that would have been rude.
I
very rude
know. Because Mum as well just brought our bags to the room.
for me.
Yeah, standard.
Interesting. What question was
Sorry,
you
yeah.
going to say?
Yeah, no. So I was saying it kind of links into the other topic that you was talking about obviously man on Twitter the whole time I'm talking about being heartbroken right now. Do you think that can
Force maturity.
either create maturity or
Affect it.
negatively? An example I can say is like someone's been heartbroken before because they've possibly been cheated on or something like that. So then they come into a new relationship, very like
Going on stupid. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah,
Like,
you know what I mean, like trying to do immature things like
Yeah.
looking through phones,
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah.
like things like that. You know,
I think it's very situational. I think it's very situational because obviously, like, heartbreak. I think it helps man emotionally, but I don't say it strengthens you, but it helps you deal with things emotionally better, I would say, because it's a very obviously tough moment, isn't it? But yeah, I think the phone thing's it's a bit sticky still. I think it's a bit sticky still. Like, I think it's immature. Like, you just need to just allow it, innit?
Yeah,
I agree.
It is immature still. It is immature, but then that's the thing. It's about getting the definitions confused. Because is that immature or is it insecurity? Like,
It's
that's a good one.
so.
You know what I mean? Because I see it as both.
Or is it undisciplined as well?
Disciplined in what way?
Because it's like, to not do it, you think, because you can't always put action to things that you think.
Okay.
So you call that discipline, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I want to do this, but I'm not going to do it because of discipline.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But then the want to do it is where I'm coming from.
That's what I'm saying. So that's like, where's your control kind of thing? Because it's but then when someone does something bad, it's like, I don't know why I did it, I shouldn't have done it. It's like, yeah, because you didn't kind of control yourself in the moment.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but I think the maturity and insecurity comes before the discipline. And what I'm saying is, why do you want to do that in the first place?
So why are you thinking it?
Yeah, like, why is that even a thought to even do that?
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm trying to say? If you kind of like, because this is something that I've never understood yet. Like, if you're happy in your relationship, why would you go and look through somebody's phone to try and find an issue? Like, I've never understood that.
It's kind of like lopsided. So.
No,
it's like trying to catch my eye.
Yeah, it's like, yo, things are blessed right now. Like, things are so blessed. There's like no drama. Everything's great. Like, we just come out from dinner. Like, why are you trying to look through one's phone now of all times? Like, you know what I mean?
Love it. Don't give me jokes.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like, is that like a insecure situation, or is it?
I call it annoying.
Call it fast.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
that knows it.
yeah, like is that immature?
Yeah, I'd call it.
I'm trying to say, like, is that?
I'd say
I think so. Yeah.
It's on the line.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
what
is.
you're saying.
Yeah,
Put your hands up in it. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, it's definitely immature. We've all had that immature moments
Yeah,
as well, you know what I'm saying? So when you look at that, you can say, yeah, that's an immature
Flipping
thing
my
to do. Huh?
Not Drake bar, innit? Flipping my phone as soon as I'm awake.
Oh my days, yeah. So what is it?
Songs that?
Vital
thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, seeing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's what I
man,
mean,
jokes, so that is.
I've been there. I ain't gonna say no names, but I was in like all situation. I just like left my phone in my room, or whatever. Come back to my room, this. Back then I have like fucking Face ID in it. It's just passcode. You put in your passcode wrong, my thing's disabled for like 10 minutes, fam. It's like,
Yeah, I've only done it once.
it's like, yo, like you were working on this for like the whole time I was awake. Like you're plotting, like, you get me? Come on, bud, like, no,
Allow it. You come back your phone
my phone was disabled for 10 minutes, so like, nah, I've got to be on point with the next time I put it in, otherwise it's gonna be half an hour.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
All because of what?
Nothing, fam. You want to look through my phone and
That's my phone, innit?
Come on, man.
My phone, bro.
Whenever it things, there's a lot of things what get misread anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like things are.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. But you know what it is though? Like, can you call that immaturity? Because grown women probably do that.
Oh, facts. That's what I'm saying. Age don't define.
Yeah.
That's
but they'll probably define it though. They might they might justify it.
I think they'd
be interested to hear.
very good.
They might justify it. Yeah, I go through my man's phone. Why shouldn't I if he's got nothing to hide?
That's the bar, though.
That's
the
it.
bar.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, he shouldn't have to hide anything from you. We should like share it. What? Like, no, fam. No.
Like, yo, I'm trying to have a conversation with Ty. You don't need to see that.
Yeah, I don't look through my brethren's conversations.
It's an invasion of privacy, isn't it?
Very much.
And furthermore, if you're looking through my brethren's chat, he might have something in there that
he's told me.
That he's told me in confidence that I'm not going to tell you.
That's true.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I could be planning a whole surprise.
Yeah, you got
and nah, you ruined it.
That's true.
You're trying to find gal in my phone, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, allow it from.
Yeah, that's not even.
Yeah, allow it. Segue.
Man, normally what?
No.
That's a normal topic. That's a good topic. So.
No, it's funny. Still, it's very funny.
Because obviously, like, allegedly, like, not me, but people save contacts under different things, isn't it?
Allegedly.
But that's funny.
I hear that. Yeah,
Because obviously, like
I've seen some joke scenarios.
The pizza man or something like that.
Oh yeah,
and then
pizza.
Yeah, pizza. And then you have some mad long thing. Why is pizza sending you X?
Yeah.
I don't know how man do these things, you know. I think that's funny.
That's wild still.
It's crazy.
Why is pizza calling you at 1 o'clock?
No.
What food do you order? That's a sticky one. So.
Yeah, but you're not meant to go for the. Anyway.
What about heartbreak? What's the vibe with you? Do you just like, you just locked off, or do you listen to music sort of thing? My thing's a music bag still. If I'm going for like sad days.
Yeah.
But it's like anything.
Yeah, you got the playlists.
Yeah.
You've given me some gems.
Yeah, like I'm the same. I'm kind of like a.
Zone out.
Yeah, like a.
Listen to some lyrics like.
Yeah, and it's like. I'm one of them weirdos anyway. If I'm sad, I'll listen to sad music. So I feel
No, I don't think that's weird.
You get me?
Yeah, that's not weird.
I
You want to
was
relate.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
something.
Like I feel
You
even
wanna
sad,
relate
and then
to
I'll just get
something.
through the sadness you get, and then obviously you move. You move from there.
Yeah,
There's certain songs will bring you back.
Yeah.
Listen. That's why, fam.
Drake.
Yo, man, got to rate Drake, you know.
Drake, fam.
Drake can bring you to a situation.
No, listen,
fam, he's been through
remember
everything.
the other night when man after recording, I was listening to tunes for about an hour, just chilling.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you're just like, yo, remember that situation
Yeah,
like 3
fam.
years ago?
Farmer gets mad.
No,
If it
Drake
reminds
hits
you.
it, fam.
Sometimes I have to avoid it. I ain't listening to my mum right now. I'm not ready.
Yeah, it's not
Because it's just gonna trigger something.
Yeah, facts, fam.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, he's got
You can't get
bars.
vexed. Like, he's catching him on zoning in the corner. Like, what's wrong with you?
No, fam, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Fam, or yeah, if you fam. Back when I used to go clubbing and whatever, and you would see him in the corner like.
Yeah, there's
Just vexed by himself, he's got his drink, fam, but he ain't dancing, he ain't looking at no one. He
just listening to the lyrics,
yeah,
like-
fam. Man, no,
yeah,
like,
nah,
yo,
it's
he's
Pete.
dying to text a girl right now.
Yeah, he
fam,
just does
God.
that text in it.
Yeah, it's just, man.
Sorry.
It's like, yo, like, what you want?
I'm sorry, I love you.
Fam, I've been there, man, I've been there. Don't know, fam.
Nah, it's wild still.
No, because obviously, like, Jaded, innit? That's a track.
Yeah, that's our
And
trap.
What's the on about? Like, I'll be around when you're waiting and stuff.
No,
like
but
that.
Drake's got a few though. Man can't even drop names because it will go on for time.
Drake's got a few of them.
Told
It's
man,
like,
weekend wasted times.
yeah.
I
Listen,
want to be one round, like, I'm still waiting and stuff like that. Drake's crazy, fam.
Listen, fam. Yeah, allow it. Like I said, it helps though, fam. When you like, and then even if like off music, that's why I'm saying like the communication is key. 'Cause when you're all going through them things there, and you speak to people who have potentially been through a similar sort of
relate,
situation, no, like yeah, and it just makes it easier. It makes everything easier. Like, you know what? Like it ain't that deep still.
that's why it's good. Like we're like obviously we're all the same age now, and we've kind of all been through similar things in life, innit?
Yeah.
So like when things do crop up, man can kind of relate to each other, innit?
Yeah, so it's like
Nice.
With a lot of stuff, so it makes it mad interesting because we've had like scenarios, but everyone's got like their own personal experience on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we've had relationships, so do you know what I mean? Like
Facts,
you've got your experience, I've got mine, you've got yours. So when man kind of cross reference certain things, it's like all come from a mature view, rather than some people will speak on situations,
no experience in the situation.
no experience, or they'll give you wrong information.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're tight. No, if I was you, I'd do that. Knowing full well I wouldn't.
Yeah, of course.
Some man do that, you know.
What about this bar then?
That's what you.
I need to know how the new nigga you got just
Yo, fam, you feeling it, man.
Yeah, Shez, allow it. Save it till later.
True.
Save it till later. Save it till
Like,
later.
obviously,
Save
like,
it
the
till
new
later.
guy,
man.
innit? You know
Sa-
what I mean?
Yeah, save it till later.
Why?
man.
Why?
It's
But that's
alright,
a
man.
boss still.
No, it is. No, it's no secretly. When you see like the downgrade, you're like, what? This is my bad.
That's what I mean.
It's my money. It ain't me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, you are save it till later.
Pause that bit out.
I was blessed. So the tune's hard though.
it's cold.
The tune's hard still when you break down the lyrics. You get
Yeah.
me?
That's what I mean. So he hits it, innit?
Yeah. Going back to that point there, we on about people giving you the wrong advice. That's like, for
Very
some
important.
reason, yeah, no, it is. But for some reason, girls' friends always seem to give them like
Oh yeah, let's not go there.
the worst advice, fam.
Yeah, let's not go there. That makes me
Yeah,
laugh.
And you always seem to be the wrong guy in the situation as
Bro,
well.
for some like, there are certain
Brethren,
girlfriends
all right.
who will give them like
Proper advice.
real advice. You get me? That's not completely biased. Cause to me, cause even when I've asked you two for advice, it has been down the middle still. Like yo, like you have to think of this, you have to think of that, but whereas I could, all I seem to gauge is like yo, like girlfriends just give,
Yeah.
give like the negative side of it.
Cause like with man's situation, like Alright, cool. Like I think how we've always, I don't know, we've probably got older though. It's like I won't tell you something that I personally know you ain't gonna be happy with down the line.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like to you, I don't know, leave so and so, just because of how my view on the situation is, knowing when Ty does that action in 2 weeks when he's chilling by himself, he's gonna be wounded. But to me, it's like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You got to, but with like the girls, it's like it's their man. Like, it's not your relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're not even actually thinking about your brethren, you're just thinking about your own feelings. Or it's not even friends, bro. It's other people's views on the situation. That's what I don't get. My view all the time is I might not agree on a situation, but what makes you happy, innit? I might not agree with it, but as long as you're happy in the situation and you know where I'm coming from, then we're straight, innit?
You gotta be impartial in the situation.
That's my view on it. Because at the end of the day, you're in the situation, I'm not. As much as you tell me, I'm still not in the situation. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like, yeah, jump off the cliff when you don't really need to. Do you know what I'm saying? You might just need to cool off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you jump off the cliff and you come back in a month and you're flipping stressed and depressed, I'm like, oh, come, let's just go clubbing. We have a great night, but when you go home, you're wounded. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't think of that. But that's what it goes back to, like, all these girls, this girl power business, be single, But then the girl's upset, fam, when she's by herself. Do you know what I mean? So
comes to maturity, and being able to give
it's that stubbornness as well, though. It's like, you get me, like, some people, I wouldn't even say some girls, but some people will like make a decision on a situation that deep down they know they don't want to make, but they're just gonna do it to save face and a bit of ego. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let's keep it real, innit? Like it's okay to, you know, to just be cool, innit, or whatever.
And a lot of the time you don't know the ins and outs of the situation anyway. So it's not even for you to give that sort of advice to
strong.
Say, to say like leave him, and if you don't, then you this.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you to even give that advice. Like you don't even know the situation.
As much as they're telling you, you don't know it. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's always two sides, and you're not gonna get the other side.
Exactly. So, man always say to each other, yo, don't make no irrational moves. Think about it. To conclude everything that they're saying to each other. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just to basically say, like, cool, whatever man I've talked about, think about it, you know what I mean? Whereas you get them bredgins like, yo, if you don't do that, you're an idiot, like, you don't have to do that,
Puts that pressure on you.
Puts that pressure on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think to yourself, like, why? I understand why you're passionate with my bredgin, but
is it really though?
Is it really?
Yeah, like, is it really that deep?
Is it really that deep? And then are you really that passionate about the situation?
You
know what I mean? You got to kind of know man's intentions as well. Because a man could be hating on your relationship and thinking, as soon as you come to him for advice, just leave her. Just because man's envious and he ain't in the same situation as you.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
You got to kind of like have a bit of wisdom to who you're kind of confiding in and who's giving you. And seeing where the advice is coming from as well.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of it's not really coming from a good place still.
Not here, you still.
Take.
Alright, go on.
Shout out to all the supporters, shout out to all the viewers, shout out to everyone what's subscribed. It's been a nice journey, 16 episodes in.
Yeah, 2 months now, man, I've been doing it.
Yeah, 2 months.
You get me?
3 months.
Come on,
trying
man.
to stay consistent.
Blueprint.
Yeah,
come on.
We're not budging. We're staying here. This is like a thing, what we've decided to take further on and keep going. So more things come in, more content.
Some big projects coming still, but we'll keep that one zipped in the file.
Yeah,
trust me.
Yeah, can't give away anything. 'Cause you'll see it in the public eye. Soon, you know what I mean?
Like that.
But anyway, get me. What?
I can't do it. I said can't give away anything.
Oh my
you'll see it in the public eye.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So shout out to people in lockdown. Shout out to people still working. Shout out to people just trying to get back on their feet. That's a big one. Shout out to anyone what's made it through COVID and beat it. Shout out to Biden again. Like,
you loving Joe Biden, fam?
I don't love him, but he's got him out of the office, innit? Like,
fam, he could be worse than Trump, fam.
He could, but a lot of Americans, these were the two Americans presidents what got voted the most.
Yeah, that's got everyone's been like pushing the voting thing. I don't think it means anything.
So
man, I've said some Flagrant stuff.
Yeah, he's
still.
flagrant.
Hood
But
pedo.
a lot of black people voted for him, innit?
That's called the Republican Party, though.
Yeah.
They just love the Republican Party, and it's
Yeah.
like married to it. That's
Yeah.
a whole nother.
She's the first black president, is it? I mean, vice
First,
president.
yeah, vice president.
It's
Yeah.
good still.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jamaican.
Go on, Harris. Yeah.
So no, that's good. Hopefully now England follows and gets my man out of thingy. Who gives out free bikes?
Free bikes? What do you mean?
Free bikes.
Free
You know,
bikes?
Yeah, the whole documentary thing. And goes bars. Give out bikes.
Yo, episode 16. Where
Yeah,
Let me
just
finish,
go
innit?
mad.
Let
You
me
go
finish.
mad.
Let me finish on my
About
shots, innit?
Oh, you got more?
Yeah, go on then, go on.
More?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, shout out to anyone what's shared and thingy. I've got things on the way. So, yeah, man, that's a good one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, shout out to all the viewers. Shout out for the people that are following us. Shout out, be noticed of the viewers that aren't following. Don't be shy to follow, subscribe,
to
like,
the YouTube channel.
all of that. You see us on Spotify. You see us on Apple. See the Apple Music, everything, the animations. There's a lot more to come. Been held up with COVID a little bit, but there's a lot coming next year that we can't really reveal yet. But trust me, there's a lot more coming.
In the meantime, subscribe to the YouTube channel and
Yeah.
follow on Instagram.
Yeah,
Please.
major
And
key.
Twitter.
Shout out the young boys still to the next generation. What I'm saying, shout out.
Mogul
to
Talks.
Yeah, Mogul
Thanks
Talks.
for
That's a good
Thanks
one.
for watching.
Thanks for
See you
watching.
next week, same time.